Bronco hood. I've seen this on a couple of shirts now.
I think, well, I mean, when we talk about it, we talk about the brotherhood here, and I mean, just throw another word in there, Bronco hood, kind of giving it that aspect. I mean, we're all brothers in here, so it's kind of like a big brotherhood.
Who came up with that? You know?
I don't know. Marson, I'm not sure.
You kind of mentioned that aspect of it, and it's kind of been interesting, and I've been asking some of the guys about it. A lot of you guys have brought up the bond and the camaraderie aspect of this team, maybe unprompted more than I've heard in the fall camps that I've been around here. Why is that such a big thing maybe this year, and how noticeable is it to you?
Well, I think it's just coming together as a big group, and I mean, we're all at the end of the day, we're all brothers. I mean, we may not be related in every way, but I mean, it's coming together, getting close to each other, knowing that like we have each other's backs when we get out there on game day.
Why do you guys have to do that? You know, was it something that you felt that was something that needed to be addressed this year, or?
Well, I mean, it's just, I mean, knowing the guys there from your left and your right when you're playing on the field, it gives you the confidence to do your job and not worry about everybody else.
With being a captain, what did that mean to you to hear that?
It's probably the biggest honor. I mean, it's extremely amazing knowing that your teammates voted you in for that spot. And I mean, I couldn't be more thankful and honored that they did that for me. And I mean, I gotta step up and lead and do what I have to do to make sure we get stuff done.
Over the weekend, we talked to a couple of I think 3 of the new guys that were put on scholarship that were walk-ons, and obviously you were in that same boat too. What's it been like to see? I think there's been 4 now in fall camp. What's it like for you to see that every time that one of those guys gets that opportunity?
Oh, it's neat. It's definitely a special experience I mean, I know for me it was probably the best thing that happened to me at the moment. One of my favorite memories, and I know for them it's got to be the exact same because, I mean, there's nothing else like it when you get put on a scholarship and, I mean, you know that you earned it.
Back to being a captain, how do you specifically lead? Have you put any thought into how you're going to accept that role? And the fact that you're the only one from the state of Idaho, does that play any kind of different role for you?
Not really. I mean, I just got to simplify things. I mean, you just got to simplify things and make things plain as day. I mean, this is how we're going to do it. This is how we're going to get it done. And then go out there and actually do it and do whatever you possibly can to make sure it gets done. So, I mean, I would say just simplifying stuff, making things easy, like a one-track mind, like just clear things up.
You know, having the scout teams out there now and kind of starting to actually do a little game planning and stuff, is it nice to start focusing on Troy?
Yeah, I mean, it's nice actually looking at something else other than our offense for once. But yeah, it's good running around out there on the field, getting some scout looks and stuff against Troy and everything. So it's good. We're getting some good work in.
You watch much film on them at all? Or?
Oh yeah. We're really starting to pick it up now, watching film on them. I mean, we've been watching a little bit of film on them in the past a little bit too. But I mean, now we're really starting to pick it up and getting the actual game plan and stuff and what we're gonna do and everything to get us ready for game day.
What are your first impressions on their offense?
They're good. I mean, you got to respect them. I mean, they have the most returning players I think in the FBS on their offense. So, I mean, that's impressive. And I mean, we got to be prepared for everything that they throw at us.
With so many offensive weapons that they have, where do you start?
You just got to break stuff down. Like I said, you got to simplify stuff and control what you can control. I mean, just study the film, know what's going to come before it happens.
All right, turnovers is obvious, but what does the defense maybe need to do this fall that you guys maybe didn't excel at last fall that you guys have been trying to work on here?
Limit explosive plays. That's another one with turnovers. I mean, that's along with turnovers, and I think a lot of that is eye control too. I mean, if you know what you're seeing, you know what's coming. You aren't going to have any explosive plays against you because you're going to know you're going to know what you're doing on the field. So that's going to give you the confidence to get your job done.
It would seem like the rush defense too is an area where you guys want to improve at. I think last year was like a yard per carry more and 70 yards per game more than 2015. How important is that rush defense? You guys have traditionally been a top 5 team in the country. How big would it be to get back towards that? What do you got to do?
I mean, that's big for us. I mean, we got to make teams one-dimensional. I mean, we got to make them actually have to throw the ball on us. And so I think stopping the run, being great in that area is gonna help us a lot in the end.
Do you think it'll be better this year? I mean, do you feel like there's some different things you guys have done, or do you expect it to be better than last year?
Yeah, I mean, playing physical. I mean, we've been harping on that too. Playing physical, playing downhill, fast, and limiting the run plays.
And
was like coming into fall camp, there was some tinkering, sliding Mo over. Now you got Sonatan, playing that nose tackle position. He's bigger. DeAndre goes to safety. I mean, have you seen the? Does it all seem to fit and work pretty well? I mean, all those changes.
Oh yeah. I mean, it seems like all the puzzle pieces fit just right. And I mean, we're playing fast. We're playing great together, and it's fun flying around there on the field with everybody, communicating and making plays. So it's exciting, and I'm really looking forward to see what we can do on game day.
Does it feel a little bit different on defense too? I know Andy, before the spring started, talked about he wanted to bring pressure from different places. He wanted to change that aspect a little bit on the defense. Has that been noticeable? And obviously for a guy like you, I mean, that has to be a pretty exciting proposition.
It's fun. It's really enjoyable. I mean, trying some new stuff, and it's fun. I mean, that's not really my area to talk about, but